So the worst part about mountains for this phase was probably the freezing rain. For about 6 out of 10 days, there was pretty good freezing rain coming down. By the second day, none of our gear was dry, and we put the tents up. And by the time you put the tents up, you were already sleeping in a mud puddle. So you'd bed down, sleep in a mud puddle, get back up, your stuff would already be soaked. And then it was after that point, it was pretty much impossible to get dry until the refit day. We hit the refit day, they were like, oh, your guys are going to be good. Weather for the next week looks really clean. Got out to the first day, it started to sprinkle. And then the second day, more freezing rain. And by that point, it was pretty much impossible. Our rest of our stuff was soaked, and it was just a grind for the rest of it to try to stay as warm as you could. Everyone was just laying on top of each other whenever you could get warm. So people were busting out whoobies and laying on top of each other in the prone and security. So,
dude, what was the big, what was the temperature change between Darby and Mountains?
Darby was awesome. It was nice and it was perfect cool outside, probably like 60 degrees every day. And then in Mountains in the morning, you'd get up, it'd be in the mid 20s to low 30s. And that was pretty tough. People did not want to get out of bed. That was our hardest part, was getting people out of bed and getting them get their gear on. I was actually excited to ruck up every day. I was like, get me the ruck on. Let's get up this mountain. Let's get warm for a little bit. I was excited for that.
When you're volunteering to ruck and you're volunteering to move, you're cold as shit.
Oh, yeah. And I heavily recommend moisturizing your hands heavily every single day. I moisturize my hands every single day, and I still wound up with cracks all over my hands, but other people didn't do it, and they wound up with really bad hands, and they couldn't even unclip their rucks by the end of the FTX. So if you get a chance, make sure you bring some of that, and make sure you sneak some rubber gloves and moisturize your hands whenever you can when you go to bed at night.